gentlemen, Hans York.
You keep talking about the same old thing. You should know that long ago I stopped listening. Dusted my feathers, spread my wings. How could I forget what I was missing? A kissing in the morning and dreams in my head. You say you love me so sincere. We fool around, play and wrestle in bed. Nothing in the world to fear. But then you walk away with someone else instead of me. That was a sad, sad day of feeling blue and oh so lonely. It took me some time to get back on my feet. Whatever I would do didn't matter. My heart was constantly skipping a beat. I'm glad that now I'm feeling so much better. Up, down, 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 da da da, down, down, ba da 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 da, down, da da da, la ba da down, da 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 da, ba da down, down, da da, down, down, ba da 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 da, down, da da da, la da da down, da da. There's no way I'd take you back. You waste your time, don't you see the sign? There's no way I'd do this hard. This train is gone and left you behind. Yeah. You keep coming to my house on the shore. You should know that long ago I moved out. You had your chance, romance and more. There's nothing you can do about down, 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 ba da 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 da, down, da da da, la ba da down, da 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 da, no 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 no, wow now, da da, down down, ba da 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 da, no, down da 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 da, la ba da down, da da. There's no way I'd take you back. You waste your time, don't you see the sign? There's no way I'd do this hard. This train is gone and left you. There's no way I'd take you back. You waste your time, don't you see the sign? There's no way I'd do this hard. This train is gone and left you behind. There's no way, yeah. There's no way, yeah. There's no way to this heart. This train is gone and left you behind. Cool. Well, another year went by really fast. I don't know how about you guys, but I think for me, like the years, especially the last 3 or 4, passing by very, very fast. But it's good to be in a place that's a little warmer. I mean, not today, but generally it's. But I I grew up with 4 Seasons back in Germany, and I liked the winter. It was part of getting your books out and turning on a fire and reading, sitting there and having good tea and stuff like this. I'm gonna play a brand new song actually. It's called December. Sitting inside in front of the fire, warm love meets heart's desire. Now's the time to remember December. Snow on the ground, we were lovers, under a spell, safe undercover. A moment caught in amber, December. Sleep, my dear, I wait for you. I'll stay here and hold you through December. Walking outside, I see you breathing, a quiet heart constantly beating. Never give up, never surrender, December. I see night, the wind keeps growing, dreams of spring and water flowing. But most of all I will remember December. Sleep, my dear, I wait for you. I'll stay here and hold you through December. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm on the road straight right now for 2 years without a set home base, and it has been a great journey so far. And you know, it makes me. Recently, I saw a PBS special about the Oregon Trail. And you know, because I love traveling, I watched it and I realized, wow, what these people went through. I would never have sat on a wagon, never, ever. And you know, coming from Germany, from a part where there are not a lot of horses, like learning how to ride a horse right now, I don't know, it's not it, you know. Just think about how people, you know, traveled hundreds of years ago. And so I really like the ocean, I like the river, so I would have been probably somewhere on a Mississippi boat or something like that. I'm on a lifelong journey that travels me through the world. I'm on a mission of love and yearning. I can soar, fly high with the birds. I was wondering if I could stay a while, if you would let me in. I was wondering if you would love me for the time where there's nothing in between. My home is far away, my dear, and winter's coming soon. I'd like to share your company. You know, one and one makes two. And then in spring when the leaves come out, I hear that call again. That one thing I know about since I was a young man. But I no more about one while high. But wait but that way, but that way, but way, but that do. So bad way, but way, no man way, no my, but way, but that way, no man way, but my way. Should have been a great no bad way. I don't not wait up, bound of the way. I don't spot wait. I don't that way down on the bad one. And then in spring when the leaves come out, I hear that call again. That one thing I know about since I was a young man. I'd like to sail into the blue until I find a shore right up down. And there's a chance that I find you and then love you some more.
Thank you, guys.
How long did you have to practice to get that high?
I'm gonna do another song about the winter time. Usually I try to travel so that I don't hit, the weather. But this year was the first time where I kind of broke it. I got invited to play at the Sundance Film Festival in Park City in Utah. And so when they called and asked me to play there, I said, yes, yeah, I'm coming. Good, great. But when I hung up and we had everything figured out, I realized, wait a moment, Park City, where do I know Park City from, right? And it dawned on me that Winter Olympics were there. And I'm there in January. Everything in my car, everything is all my amps, my guitars, everything in the car. And I'm thinking, am I out of my mind? I'm going to call and cancel. I don't want to drive in snow. And then I thought, if I do that, that's the end of my career. I can't do it. So I went there, but it was pretty good. There was not a lot of things happening, in terms of snow. But then I drove from there to Phoenix, and then I had about a week to get to Nashville, and that was right at the Super Bowl time. And you guys probably remember it when the Texas roads were not passable. It was unbelievable.
You were in here the next night.
Not the next night. It took me actually 3 days to drive here, and I got stuck. I got stuck in Mineral Wells, and I got stuck in Waxahachie. And I can tell you one thing: that's a very special place to get stuck at. And then I drove away from here and got stuck somewhere in Arkansas. No, it was the first show since 15 years that I did not make, and the other one I forgot. Anyway, this is a song called Snow. Through my window I see flakes of snow, crystals of beauty. beauty and grace, dancing weightless in the silent flow, agents of winter days. Colors set up, then they disappear, leaving just gray and white. Water drops turn into frozen tears, playing in silver light. Oh, snow, 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 snow is falling. In my mind I start to picture you, queen of the south and sun, feeling distant, don't know what to do, now that our summer's gone, leaving you behind is causing pain. That's what I realize. There's no way that it will feel the same. New moon is on the rise. Oh, snow, 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 snow is falling. In my heart I have a place for you. I'll keep it safe and sound. Wish in secret that you feel it too. Hope that our love comes around. Hope that our love turns around. La da da, la ya ya ya. Snow, 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 snow. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da. Snow is falling.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just recorded a new album in Seattle in September, and hope to release it in January. And it's kind of for me like a journey back to where I'm coming from, a little more rock and roll than acoustic. So I play mostly electric guitar and a wonderful bass player and a drummer on that album. A lot of bluesy stuff, and over the night I'll share some more. But I want to share the ballad of the album, which I really like. It's called Once You Loved, and it's basically means that, you know, once you loved for real and you have this one time, you know, usually it's like everybody has this one person that they fell in love with, like, you know, like crazy. And then you never can go back you know, and it's always like this will always be the gauge of, you know, for whoever you meet later on in life. Once you loved, nothing can make you forget again. However long it lasted, it just takes a moment to brand. When things don't matter, only moments left to steal. What could be better than holding you close, to forget the blues. Once you loved, once you loved, there's a scar reminding of a wound that healed, a broken heart, a place too hard to feel. When time does matter, only moments left to steal. What could be better than holding you close, to forget the blues. Once you loved, once you loved, once you loved. Once you loved, there's no place to return to. Nothing will last, nothing break the flow. And then you got used to always on your toes. You keep on running towards the moon, to forget the blues. Once you loved, once you loved, once you loved, once you loved. Thank you. I left Germany about 12 years ago. I guess one of the hardest parts for me was that all my friends were there, all the connections that I had, and I didn't know anybody here, especially my old friends there. But the good thing with old friends is that no matter how long you don't see them, when you see them again, it's just like you just pick up where you left off. And I had a wonderful example for that. It was one of my friends, we had this great conversation on the last day before I left. We had a little party in Berlin. We were talking up a storm, and at some point we got in a really cool conversation, but it got interrupted. Somebody else came in, and so we never finished it. I didn't talk with him for about 7 years or something like that, and then at some point he calls me up in Seattle, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so good to hear your voice. It's great. And we started talking. And the first thing was like, he asked me, say Hans, do you remember when we were talking, what that conversation we had in Berlin? He said, oh, yeah, I remember. And you know what I wanted to say was this. And it was just right. It was there, clear, totally back. Old friends are like chicken soup. They warm you in the winter, are good company, soul food. They make you feel alive, let you cry and smile again. And they walk with you to where the rainbow ends. Old friends are like amazing grace, like wild salmon and cedar in a sacred place. Old friends are the rain that comes down in the east. Oak trees and mistletoe to kiss your love beneath. Years may pass by when you don't hear a thing. Then in the middle of cooking, and a phone begins to ring. Friends are home on far frontier. Thanksgiving dinner, family, laughing tears. Everybody in the kitchen talking all night long, wondering about the world. Yes, we were wondering about the world. We were wondering about the world, where we belong. No, but I'm Thank you very much, you guys. I don't know how far you guys are in African music, or like, if you heard African music. I grew up close to the French border in Germany. In France, there are a lot of African immigrants. And I remember when I was about 18, I took my first drive. I got, a beat up car and took my drive to Paris, which was about, so actually closer than Lubbock.
Now that I think about it, it was just like 4.5 hours or 4 hours or something like that. And so it was great. And there I saw my first African band, and it blew my mind. You know, all these, they had dancers, and the dancers, all these wonderful dresses, and the drummers and percussion. And it's just like it was a party. And so when I came back to Germany, I really wanted to be in an African band. And I did actually. We had an African band in the capital of my state there, so I became the first white guy playing in that band, the only white guy playing with the Africans. And I always told them I would love to play with a dancer. I love that, you know, seeing them dance, and you know, seeing them from the front is already great, but seeing them from behind is even better. You know, whoa. And so we only played about 4 shows, and then those guys went back to Africa. I think it was the last or the one before the last. The guy said, "Tonight we're gonna have a dancer," and I was like, yes, you know. We had a little rehearsal studio, and there's a knock at the door. The rehearsal studio opens, and there's this woman coming in, and she comes into the door sideways because she doesn't fit through the door straight, right? And I'm losing it for a split second, you know. And I don't know what it is, but for you know, for one or the other reason, whenever I judge somebody by their looks or, you know, by these things, I get it back instantly. I get the lesson right away. She started dancing, and I fell in love. I mean, it was literally, I've never seen anything like that, and still today, I don't know how she defied gravity in such way. You know, I've never seen anything like that. And so after she did that, she comes over and she saw that my little, you know, thing, and she says to me, "Hey, you know, do you want to learn a step or two?" And by that time, I was about this big, you know. And she showed it to me, and I lasted about 13 seconds, and then I thought I'm going to have a heart attack. And later on that night, she went out and started with that, a really fast thing combination. She did it for 15 minutes straight, without a break, you know, without breaking a sweat, too. It was just really fast. It's like 20 years ago, you know. I'm going to play a song for you that has a little bit of the African influence there. So this one is called Natural High versus the other one. Both are okay, I guess, but this one came out of a natural high. I'm getting up, ready to move. When the rhyme meets rhythm and time, I can't refuse. Canvas is white, my brush comes alive. Manganese blue, yellow, maroon, colors ignite. No question, no why, it's just a natural high. No question why, it's just a natural high. It's just a natural. I'm a my under. I'm a my under. I'm a my under. Da da da. My body's in flow. Angel in snow. Lie on the ground, feeling earthbound. Don't mind the cold. Oh, look what I found. It's music and sound, crowned like waves, infinite shapes, playing around. No question, no why, it's just a natural high. No question, why, it's just a natural high. No question, why, it's just a natural, it's just a natural. It's just a natural, it's just a natural, it's just a natural. No question, no why, it's just a natural high.
sensation, intoxication, so hearts run free. No question, no why, just a natural high. No question, why, it's just a natural high. No question, why, it's just a natural high. No question why, it's just a natural, it's just a natural, it's just a natural, it's just a natural, it's just a natural. It's a natural high.
Thank you very much, you guys. You know, we had a bookstore back in Germany for 4 generations, and my mom had a great game that she played with me when we were in that bookstore. She would walk through the aisles, would keep her eyes closed, and I would, put her behind her and just walking behind her. And at some point she stopped and grabbed the book without looking at it, and then taking the book out, turning around and said, "Here, read that." And so I got to read a lot of stuff that was probably not really age appropriate, but it but it really spurred my mind. And I remember one book about Amelia Earhart that fascinated me, that there was a woman in the 1920s that followed her dream and became the person that she set out to be in a totally man-dominated world, and then in a profession, pilot. That was never before there was a woman, basically. So this is my title song of one of my albums. On the cover, there's this little girl sitting on a swing with her goggles on, and I chose this because I thought when we are kids, we have no inhibition. We just dream up whatever we want to be, and then later on we believe people that tell us what we can't and can't do. Mostly we believe what we can't do.
Nothing will last forever, better enjoy today. You and me walk together, and I would love if you stay. You came in like a whirlwind, taking my life apart, putting it back together, making it clear from the start that you feel like a bird that is out of its cage. Glide on wings that are made for the open, and you never go back to that small-minded place where your dreams will be lost forever, never, ever, never come true. Salty wind curls your hair, colors your cheeks light red, in the spirit of young Amelia, cutting through clouds way ahead, smiling an invitation, magnet for open hearts. You're a new constellation of yet uncharted stars. I know you feel like a bird that is out of its cage. Glide on wings that are made for the open, and you never go back to that small-minded place where your dreams will be lost forever, never, ever, never come true. Our love keeps on flowing in water that's blue and deep. Learning to live, not knowing if I can dance to your beat. I wanna be your lover, giving you everything, so that you need no other. You be queen, I'll be king, and we both feel like birds flying out of their cage. Glide on wings that are made for the open, and you never go back to that small-minded place where our dreams will be lost forever, never, ever, never come true.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I got one more, and then we take a little break. I play a song that I wrote in New Orleans. I was fascinated by the city. Really cool place. Good people.
Did you have a hurricane?
Huh?
Did you have a hurricane?
No, it was about a year after that. But the interesting
No, drink.
a hurricane. No, I have not had a hurricane. But you tell me about this later, okay?
Harold's had a hurricane.
Harold's got a hurricane.
Meet the weird people.
Oh, I met all kinds of weird people.
I was late, you were gone. I got drunk and you had fun. Guess I've never been in love with you. I was cold and you were hot. I was told about whatever you've got. Guess I've never been in love with you. Oh, now I let you go. Like a leaf down the river you flowed. About time you moved on. And on and on and on and on. I was stuck, you were lonely, out of luck, whatever you've told me. Guess I've never been in love with you. Ooh. Sotto la peta pera dombera, she got la pep moma de la muera domboa. She got la pep moma de la muera domboa. Oh, now I let you go. Like a leaf down the river you flowed. About time you moved on. And on and on and on and on. I was hurt, caught on fire, a lost soul, a burning desire. Guess I've never been in love. Cause I've never been in love. Cause I've never been in love with you.
Thank you. So there.
Do you know an old song? It's called Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's got who? Really?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vesdex. Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah. happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
39.
39. Oh, God.